An investigation is now underway after a massive tunnel collapse in Los Angeles. Firefighters rescuing the 31 workers who were trapped underground at the industrial complex where this cave-in occurred. Miraculously, everyone made it out safely. ABC News Live anchor Kana Whitworth has details.
A race against time to rescue more than 24 workers trapped after an 18-foot wide tunnel collapsed near Los Angeles.
Battalion 13, stand by for confined space.
More than 100 first responders racing to the construction site in Carson around 8 p.m. Wednesday.
5 to 6 miles from our location.
The partial collapse at a wastewater project for LA County Sanitation Department, crucial to the aging system. The tunnel, which goes down 400 feet, collapsing 6 miles from the response site. Equipment strewn about at the bottom of the shaft. Authorities preparing for the worst, staging for a mass casualty event when cages carrying the trapped workers started rising from the pit below.
It was determined that a structure failure of the tunnel lining failed approximately 5 to 6 miles in.
And to know that there was air support, to see paramedics from all around the region lining up to get ready, everybody waiting to find out what they could do.
Workers forced to scramble up and over 12 to 15 feet of loose soil to escape. 31 workers in total returning to the surface, all walking away with only minor injuries.
Tonight, we were lucky.
I was so concerned that we were going to find tragedy. Instead, what we found was victory.
An investigation into the cause of the collapse is now underway.
Miraculous that they were able to pull everyone to safety. Kana Whitworth, thank you so much. And joining me now for a firefighter who was on that scene, Los Angeles City Fire Department Captain Danny Wu. Captain Wu, thank you for your time, first off. And I want to ask you, because you were off duty and got the call to rush to the scene after this collapse happened. Walk us through what happened, what you saw when you arrived.
Yes, sir. First of all, I managed a tunnel rescue program for the Los Angeles City Fire Department, and because it was an incident directly related to my expertise, my wife, I was putting my daughter to sleep. My wife actually ran in there and said, "Hey, there's a tunnel collapse," and these are few and far between low frequency, high risk events for our city. So I immediately got my vehicle to start driving towards Regados, the project area. I have a relationship with their safety manager, Ryan Swift, and he actually called me on my phone and kind of updated me at that time, which was very little information just going around in general.
Yeah, well, and I know there are going to be a lot of questions as to the cause behind this, but what can you tell us about this tunnel?
We have many tunnel projects in the city of Los Angeles. This is by our most challenging because typically we have Metro Rail tunnels, which have 2 tunnels going side by side with points of egress, cross passages to the street, across tunnels to tunnel. But this particular tunnel is 1 tunnel in and out. There's no exits up, down, left, or right. And it's 5 to 7 miles long. So particularly challenging for any type of rescue to be accomplished there.
Well, you talk about particularly challenging for any type of rescue to be to happen there. I also understand that it's dangerous work. Were any of the rescue workers injured?
No, thankfully, just to give you a quick timeline, by the time I arrived on scene, a lot of the rescue personnel had been on scene. They still hadn't extricated, or none of the workers had self-rescued yet. The most heartbreaking scene I saw was just trying to get through the to the command post, seeing the families outside just in complete disarray, just that look of impending doom we talk about, where they had no idea if their family members were going to be safe or not. So when I arrived on scene, thankfully, that's when the first baskets were carrying the patients out from the tunnel. And at that time, our greatest concern was just getting accountability for all the workers in the tunnel. And thankfully, by the grace of God, we had 31 out of 31, which is amazing because that would have been an extended, prolonged rescue effort.
Yeah, it is amazing. And I want to get back to the response time. Having experience in this, can you talk about just how crucial it is to have that quick response time?
The response time for this would immediately be crucial, but just the challenges of the length of the tunnel. And you have to understand these tunnel boring machines that go underground. They could be potentially gassy. They can have explosive atmospheres, at which point we are actually limited to what type of equipment we can bring in addition to the fact that this tunnel blew out, erased all communications, electricity, light. Thankfully, Captain Wedlock at USAR 85, one of the first responding companies, noticed that the tool air was still working, so they kept the airlines on to try and at least give the survivors a chance of living, because we weren't sure if they were completely sealed off or what type of collapse it was. We weren't sure if there was an explosion or not. So at that time, we were really just gathering facts, even as some of the workers were coming out. We were just trying to get a game plan going, because due to the extension, how extended a duration of this incident, we had to make sure we built teams. I'd responded to the task force incident, and it was the same thing. We were working on shifts because we knew it was going to be an extended incident. So imagine taking the Chatsworth train disaster and putting it underground 5 miles in, and that's how complicated it was.
Yeah, wow. Well, Captain Wu, I appreciate your time. Thankful that you and your team are safe, and certainly for those 31 individuals as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much.